Mr. and Mrs. Wade Sedgwick. Give it up.
We get it almost every night. When I'm is big and right as a supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody here is out of sight. They don't bark and they don't bite. They keep their screws to keep them tight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. We like our fun and we never fight. You can dance and stay uptight. It's a supernatural delight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. Such a fine natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight.
Give it up for your bride and groom, everybody. Congratulations. If we could have the father of the bride, please, for the next dance. The father of the bride.
That happened quick. Great job, babe. You killed it. It really matters.
Mama's looks, mama's eyes, her old man's fighting side, stubborn heart, gypsy soul. Tell me where does the time go? Gonna dance with my daughter, spin her around under the lights, 'cause I'm just a father making the most of this moment in time before she lets me go. I'll hold her close, calling this race against time.
Make some noise for the father and the bride. Next, if we could have the groom and the mother. Make your way on up.
How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. I needed the shelter of someone's arms. There you were. I needed someone to understand my ups and downs. There you were, with sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my emotion. I want to stop and thank you, baby. I want to stop and thank you, baby. Yes, I do. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Feels so fine. How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Give it up. Everybody give it up. Make some noise for the groom and the mother.
Chérie, amor, lovely as a summer day. My chérie, amor, distant as the Milky Way. My chérie, amor, pretty little one that I adore. You're the only girl my heart beats for. I wish that you were mine. Cafe, or sometimes on a crowded street. I've been near you, but you never noticed me. My chérie, amor, won't you tell me how could you ignore that behind that little smile I wore? I wish that you were mine. La 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 la. Maybe someday you'll see my face among the crowd. Maybe someday I'll
Give it
share
up, everybody. Give it up.
oh, chérie, amor, pretty little one that I adore.
I can't thank you enough for all of you being here. All my family, all my friends, new family. It's just really important. I wanted to thank my wife, Jeannie, for helping me raise Wade into the wonderful son that I'm so proud of. Anyways, it's been an incredible journey. I also wanted to thank Linda, without whom we wouldn't be here. And the thing to know about Wade and Vivon is that they have been together for eight years, and it's not just a regular 8 years. They met, I think, when they were seniors in college, and then and then he lagged while she went to graduate school, and then the two of them went around the world. They were in Asia for 4 months, in Europe for 3 months, and then they came back and they said, "Oh, Dad, I want to go to Argentina," and I said, "Okay," and they were there. And they were there for 2 years, including being on one of the Falkland Islands, where they were there for a month, and there were 3 of them, the 2 of them, and another fellow, a naturalist, and then a side of beef, and instant mashed potatoes, and 300,000 albatross. The point being that they've been around the block together. They're field tested, and today is the certification. The last thing I wanted to say is that it's been wonderful to watch both of them, particularly Wade for a longer period of time, but also Vivon. They're both opening like flowers, in which they evolve and they change and they have ups and downs, but they're opening so beautifully in terms of knowledge, judgment, and character. And so I just wanted to raise a glass to them.
Thanks for those great words, Walter. It's been great getting to know you and Jeannie and everybody in the Sedgwick family who've been so hospitable and amazing people, inviting our family into their family. And we've been coming to this mill pond for some time and at their invitation, and it's been an amazing opportunity to get to know them all, so thank you very much. So good evening. I prepared a speech, obviously. On behalf of the family of the bride, I'd like to thank all of you for being here on this beautiful occasion to celebrate the marriage of Vivon and Wade, what we're of course all here to do. I, of course, have known Vivon her whole life, since the moment she came around. But I first met Wade in 2015 when they visited our home when he came, home from college on a visit with Vivon. They were home from college, and he made a great first impression. He was a gentle, loving person. It was obvious right from the start that he really cared about Vivon very much. But they talked with us a lot about the outdoors, travel, and it seemed like they both had a strong combined adventurous spirit. They began going to many short trips together to state and national parks, which, they've been to quite a few of those. Concerts of various type, a spring break to Mexico, visits to family and friends all around. It was obvious they both had a passion for travel and adventure, but I had no idea of the times they would share moving forward. They both graduated from UCSB and decided they would stay in Santa Barbara so Vivon could finish her master's degree. Wade, hats off to her. Good, great, I love that. Love that fellowship too. Thank you. Wade worked and did quite a bit of stuff for WCS. Traveled around like he always does. It's a very adventurous spirit. But they would travel during Vivon's breaks, and they would always come here for Christmas at Mill Pond, which, they love doing. But they'd always find their way back to the Bay Area and spend time with my wife and I, and then they would obviously spend New Year's always partying with their friends and having a great time. But that was an annual event, right? Always. I would find them in my basement periodically. Had to keep the Gatorade stocked up down there for, that stuff like that. It is what it is. But anyway, hey, it was during this time that they started talking to us about they wanted to do some traveling when they graduated, when Vivon finished up school, and little bits here and there. But, I was like, it's just the ideas here and there. Like, oh, what is this all about? So anyway, but it became clear that they had not only had this idea, but they really planned this out. They were ready to go. So they graduated and packed up their stuff, and away they went. So they went to Southeast Asia, Europe. They went all over the place. I got a call from Norway one night. Okay. So, we had to make some arrangements to get her into better accommodations, to say the least. This trip brought a lot of anxieties to my wife and I. We weren't used to this. To say that we travel, and Rose and I have done a fair bit of traveling. We just weren't used to our daughter being out there on her own. Thank you to Wade for always looking out for her. But I've got a lot of new places in my lexicon. Just to name a few: Koh Rang, Solem, an island off Cambodia, Vaison, La Romaine in southern France, the Iguazu Falls in northern Argentina. You guys have improved my ability to conversate with people from other places immensely. Thank you. There were also the medical calls. Marie? Yes. Okay. Yeah, Marie has a propensity for fractures, and for those I have to interpret x-rays periodically. But no matter whatever issue came up, no matter what it was, they always found a way, the two of them, to overcome this and learn from it and apply it. So it's really impressive, personally, to see, because they've really had a lot of challenges periodically that they really overcome, and I think it's really helped them in their growth. So after all that travel, there was Argentina, which Walter mentioned briefly. After their adventures, they were home for a bit, and they decided they were going to do some contract work. So they stayed there for nearly 2 years and going places such as the Falkland Islands, Patagonia. They introduced me to a term called a ranquillo, which I come to learn was a ranch. And then there was a really nice person named Ash that took them in. So Ash, I know we spoke briefly earlier, but if you're here, thank you so much for offering them home at their place and giving them a kind of a jumping point. So thank you very much. Yeah. Didn't know they'd become used car salespeople. You guys bought and sold cars and got around. For the life of me, I could never piece all this together, but they made it work, and God bless them. They counted things like guanacos and such things that I didn't even know. I had no idea. So anyway, yeah. But they did that for a while, and then COVID hit, and they came back stateside. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I think they might have still been there if it hadn't been for that. But they were, so the next year or so, Walter and Jeannie graciously took them in at the house, so thank you for that. I remember when you guys put them up for a long time, and so thank you for looking after Vivon during that time, as well as your own son, of course. Yeah. But the next year or so after that, they spent, Vivon got her current job at OVLC, and then they moved to Ojai. So shout out to OVLC. If you guys would like to contribute to a very worthy cause, by all means, that's a great organization. I've spent some time there. They made visits to see us in Florida, and we helped get them moved into their rental home in Ojai. They love the community, and the community seemed to suit them very well. They really seem to fit in there. That really seems to be a good community for you. The people around you you just really fit in there well. But yeah, I think you would fit in a lot of communities, actually. Anyway. But it was during this time that Wade reached out to my wife and I and asked permission to marry Vivon. He's a respectful young man, and that's what he does. And so, hats off. And aptly, though, he did call us from the Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris on his way to go scuba diving in Africa, I believe it was. So, if you wonder anything about his travel, then, that might be a little insight. Vivon was actually on a plane with Buddha to meet us at the time. So this is how they are. So, of course we said yes, how could we not, But sadly, after that, their rental home was destroyed by a falling tree. Yeah, tragedy. But once again, showing their resiliency, and thanks to a couple of people, named Tom and Andrea, who took them in, they were able to, kind of negotiate this. And during this time, a tree falls on your house. How do you continue studying for a master's degree and finish? Wade, hats off, because that's hard to do. Good for him. But Tom and Andrea, again, thank you for taking them in, because that was really helpful, because during that time I think they decided that rent was kind of prohibitively expensive and decided to buy a home. So they actually did that. If you ever get out there, you should visit. And the place is quaint, woodsy, and welcoming, which is what I woke down in. But that's kind of like them, I think. But if you ever get the opportunity to visit, I highly recommend sitting on the back porch, having one of Vivon's great cheese boards and a little wine. It's a nice experience. I would do it again every time I got the opportunity. And I would recommend all of you, if in Ojai, please stop in and do that. So we know you guys are going to make many incredible journeys in your life moving forward, because that's how you are. We know you have a very bright future, and I'm sure you'll have many appreciable compliments, Vivon, in your accomplishments in your field, more so than you've already had. And Wade, I wish you the best of luck in all of your business adventures moving forward with whatever that you want to do. And always, if any time you guys need sand, and boat time, you know where to find us. We're always available, so come anytime. So congratulations on your weddings. I give a toast to my daughter and my new son, and welcome to the family. Thank you.
Good evening. I am Ray Rose Dadson Crawford, Vivon's mom. It is pleasure to be here today as the mother of the bride on this very special occasion. On behalf of our family, I would like to thank you all so much for joining us to celebrate Vivon and Wade's wedding day. My heart is full of joy, gratitude, and appreciation for our friends, family members, and loved ones who came all the way to attend this wedding. As Vivon's mom, to be here as she marries Wade is something that I give so much pride and joy. They make an amazing couple who complement each other in every way, and I'm grateful to have seen their love grow so much over the years. Their love is a true testament to a power of commitment, trust, and I am proud to have witnessed their journey together. Vivon, I am so proud of a beautiful, intelligent, and resilient woman you become. I could not be happier for you as you take this next step in your life. Seeing you so happy fills me with pride and joy. You have grown into a kind, thoughtful, caring woman, and I'm confident that you and Wade will have a bright and happy future together. I remember when you were in preschool and your preschool teacher, Miss Laurie, pulled me aside and excitedly said she wanted to show me something that you have done. She went to her desk and took out a small item. She went to her desk, and then it was a small item, and it was made of paper. It was bent and folded, and the edges were secured with tape, and the paper handles attached with staples. Miss Laurie said, "I have never seen anything like this before." It is a backpack for a dog. Isn't that amazing and creative? You've always had a different way of seeing things, and I guess even backpack needs a backpack. Barbie needs a backpack in your world. I also remember the Phase 10 game at the kitchen table, and the ping pong games at the backyard with your dad and Kuya Joss, and of course Mimi. was chasing down and destroying all of those balls as it came off in the, from the table. So, well, being the daughter of a too busy person could not have been easy. But you never complained, Vivon. Never did, ever since. On the contrary, part of who you are today have been profoundly shaped by your time in my world. Your strength and advocacy began at an early age. I am sure some of this was influenced during your stay, the time at my office, since you were little. I recently found some of your writing from second grade where you wrote passionately about the earth and helping the trees and nature. Second grade. Yeah. It is not a stretch to understand how you found your way into the life you live today. To quote second grade you, if I were the president of the United States, I would try to make peace in the world and the poor people would have shelter and food, and tell people to take care of the environment. I would get more women's rights. I would get more school, and I would work for more peace in our country. Second grade. Yeah. So, you have always been beautiful, smart, and kind. Watching you grow and move forward with your life was never easy for me. But I am proud to see that you have grown into a strong and resourceful woman who have completely come into her own. I'm thankful to God that you have found the perfect partner, a true love in Wade, along the way. As parents, we love our children implicitly and with all our hearts, and watching them stumble at times is hard. But seeing them overcome those times is so rewarding. That being said, for me, it is also bittersweet because I miss my little girl that would hold my hand and run into me every time she scrapes her knees, and excitedly when she has a new discovery in her life. I hope that you continue to have an amazing discovery in life, and your doll will always need backpacks. Yeah. You are an incredible, special person, and I'm not just saying this because I'm your mom. I think everyone who knows you will agree that they are proud to know you. You are a breath of fresh air, a unique personality, a radiant light, and we are all lucky to have you in our life. I love you, Vivon. Wait, you are kind, smart, and respectful. And I could not have asked for a better person to be the husband of my daughter. And we are so happy for you are joining our family. I first met Wade in November of 2015, and it was apparent immediately that they are perfect for each other. In the last 8 years, they have shared so many experiences and memories, enough to fill the lives of most couples. Wade called us and asked for our blessings to marry Vivon while he was traveling to Africa. And he came again in person to ask us. How would you not give our blessings to such a humble and gentle person? Of course, we gave our blessing. Nobody could love her more than he does. Wait, we could not be prouder of gaining a son. Our hearts are full of joy. We know that the two of you together will make a great life, and we stand by ready, willing, and able to celebrate your union today and forever to your good health and unending happiness. Jeannie, Walter, thank you for raising such a wonderful man who is kind, affectionate, loving, and thoughtful. Thank you for welcoming Vivon into your family. We appreciate your love and support. Thank you especially for hosting Vivon at your home for over a year at the beginning of the pandemic when they came home from South America. Jep, thank you for sharing your big brother with our family as well. Finally, allow me to honor my mother that Wade was not able to meet in person. She would have been proud of both of you. Vivon and Wade, as you walk through life together, may your marriage be filled with joy, laughter, and love. Love each other unconditionally and never forget why you fell in love in the first place. Always remember to cherish each other and never take each other for granted. May your marriage be a source of strength and calm to you both. May you always be comforted in one another's presence and always be there for each other in times of need. Good marriages share love, commitment, and respect. I wish you both a lifetime of love and happiness. Maybe kids someday? Please. I know you will bring out the best in each other in everything that you do and in all respects of your life. Cheers. I love you both. I love you.
Hi, everyone. For those that don't know me, my name's Ricardo. I'm the best man, Wade's best friend, and otherwise known as the best babe.
And I'm Leah, the maid of honor, also known as the babe of honor. We'd like to take a moment to thank the parents that brought us here, Ray Rose, Jeannie, Sedge, and Scott. Thank you for always welcoming us into your homes, whether we were in the Bay Area, Mill Pond, or Florida.
And thank you for making these two wonderful humans. We're eternally grateful that we're here this evening and that you brought us all together. We're very honored to be a part of your family and to call these two our best friends. I met Wade in university about a decade ago, and I feel really old saying that. But it was right around, like, kind of before our sophomore year. I think your old roommate introduced us, and I think we went out partying, had a couple of drinks. Later that night, he ended up passing out on our couch, and I think he was really tired. But I remember waking up to a really groggy Wade saying how much he loved us. And a few days later, we were like, wow, we love this man too. At the time, I lived with Leah, and Wade just lived, I think, like 2 houses down from us. But I could count in my hands the amount of times he spent the night in his bed. So he would be on the couch, he would be in our beds, he'd be on the floor sometimes. Yeah, he could really sleep anywhere. But anyway, he kind of continued doing that until we were like, oh, he should really be our roommate. And welcomed him into our home, and then the relationship just kind of flourished from there. Through the years, Babe and I got to know him through a lot of camping trips, partying, festivals, and maybe like a hangover or two, I don't know. Wade is one of the most down to earth and Sorry. Wade is one of the most down to earth, kind, and humble humans that I know. Whenever I think of him, I think about him with his little hat and his little Sacred Heart shirt. It's a shirt he's had since high school, and I think it's probably time to give it to Goodwill. Yeah, they might not take it. He's also one of the silliest and most free-spirited people I know. He really does march to the beat of his own heart. Just a second. This brings me to a story in Argentina when we were playing in the park after like a bottle or two, or maybe 3 of Malbec. I don't really know. It was late night and we were swinging in the swings. And he kind of stopped and looked at me, and then he asked me to be his best man. I thought that was like a no-brainer. I absolutely said yes, I'll be your best man. But I thought that was also kind of silly because he definitely hadn't asked Vivon to marry him yet. But whatever, that's just Wade. I love you. Wade, I love you so much. I'm so thankful for our friendship. I admire you, and you inspire me to travel and to pursue all my things, all my aspirations without hesitation. There we go. Seeing you be happy makes me happy. And I think the happiest that I've seen you is you being with Vivon. You guys are building an incredible life. Hey, Viv. I haven't forgotten about you. Viv, you're one of the most empowering energies that I've encountered. You have the biggest heart. And that really comes as no surprise after meeting Ray Ross and the rest of your family. Sorry. Oh, I'm reading your part. No, I was about to read her part. Okay, but on the topic of your mom, you should really get that pancit and lumpia recipe because yeah, I really can't be affording to just eat that once a year. I admire the way that you love with your whole heart so effortlessly. To see you pour your love into you and Wade's relationship has been a true blessing in my life. Thank you for continuing to include me in your love and for continuing to include me in your life. I'm prepared to be the coolest uncle. I'm prepared to be the coolest travel buddy, best friend, family, and whatever you two may need in the future. I love you both so much. And yeah, with that, here's Babe.
Thanks, babe. I thought you said you could make it through that without crying, so. It's easy to see why Wade is so happy with Vivon. Anyone who knows Vivon knows what an intelligent, empathetic, and vibrant human being she is. I feel so lucky to have someone like Vivon in my life. But before she was my dance partner, confidant, and best friend, she was the girl that my goofy college roommate had a crush on. As Ricardo mentioned, we lived in a house with our 7 other roommates, and it was really every parent's nightmare. Sorry, Jeannie. I think Jeannie still has trauma from walking into that house. We always had piles of dishes in the sink, friends sleeping on our couch, and a bed bug problem that never seemed to go away. We didn't really have time to clean because we were always spending our time doing something way more important, which was partying. In our senior year, our neighbors were throwing a prom-themed party complete with corsages, bad dresses, and prom proposals. Wade wanted to ask Vivon to our college prom, and he enlisted my help. We did a little bit of creative workshopping, and we decided to turn their favorite drunk snack into his prom proposal. So we made a grilled cheese together, and we carefully wrote prom ? In ketchup on the edge of the plate. As he was getting ready to leave, I realized that might have been the first time I saw Wade truly nervous. I don't know if it was the nerves or the fact that I saw Wade use the stove for the first time that year, but I remember thinking, wow, Wade must really like this girl. When he was grabbing his skateboard, I told him, Wade, don't worry, she's gonna say yes. It probably comes as no surprise to anyone here that Viv did say yes to his grilled cheese prom proposal. And she's said yes to his proposals ever since. But luckily, the marriage proposal came with something a little nicer than a grilled cheese sandwich. A lot has happened since those days in IV. First and foremost, we all developed a higher standard of cleanliness. Wade and Viv both got their masters. They adopted their furry daughter, Buddha. And they have traveled and lived all over the world together. But whether they were at a ranch in Argentina, in Wade's parents' basement, or their house in Ojai, I'm already gonna cry. It's always been clear that when Wade and Viv are together, they're already at home. Wade and Viv, I love you both so much. I've never met two people who are more loving, and your connection is nothing short of magical. It's been a privilege to be a part of your love story up to this point, and I can't wait to see what the next chapter brings. Love you guys. So with that, will everyone raise a glass to Wade and Vivon?
May your love and marriage, may your marriage be filled with all of the love, laughter, and adventure that makes your relationship so special. Cheers!
We love you!
We love you!
She never called. Wednesday I'm here, I work my fingers to the bone. Thursday worries all around me. Friday I can barely breathe. I need a cure for the hurt that's ailing me. You feel no pain when your feet start moving. Just let loose and you feel alright. Just keep it going all night. Everybody's got their troubles, everybody's been alone. There's nobody here that could make it on their own. When your worries all around you, got you bad and you can't